Okay, so this is my guitar that I built. I shouldn't say built, how about let's say modified.
Turn this into a video and put some more of the images of that.
I'll add some of the images on the side here of the actual build.
When
I used to run an eBay store and a reverb store, sell guitar parts and part out guitars, and buy junk guitars, and I did a lot of my own building of guitars, but I used to buy guitars by the pack, sometimes 10, sometimes 25, 50, even 100. The more I bought, the better the deal I got. So I would part out the guitars and sell them on eBay, or keep some of the guitars for myself and build them out myself, or use the parts to build other builds. When I got this guitar, the bridge was gone. You can see the old Ovation mounts because the bridge on an Ovation curves out much further at the back. I actually built this bridge myself. I just took a stock Martin rosewood bridge and routed it out and then drilled it straight through so that it would be a pinless bridge as opposed to a pinned bridge, which it started out. And then I added the little skulls on the top, which effectively hide the holes for the pins, but I made sure that I used little pegs in there so that I could pass the strings through so that it would be fully useful. And the other thing I did was I added a tone block from a Floyd Rose tremolo bridge that I bought and parted out. The tone block is on the back of it, and it actually adds a lot of sustain, and this particular Floyd Rose bridge had a very large sustain block, a special one. And so what I did was I took that and mounted it to the sound block on the back side of this soundboard, and it gives it incredible sustain. I like the guitar. I like it. It plays beautifully. It has a good tone to it. It's fast. The action is nice. I like the way it sounds. I like the way it feels. The only thing I don't like about an Ovation is the fact that that bottom curve that goes over your leg is at an angle, and so it tends to slide off your lap if you're playing sitting in a chair, something like that. But when I used to play in bands, I was always standing up, so that never really mattered. Just put strings on it, so I'm waiting for the strings to stretch, and then I'll be able to effectively tune it correctly. But it's tuning up pretty good right now. The scale is good. That's a 25/5 scale. So I fixed it up with a bone nut and a bone saddle. It's just an awesome little guitar. I used to buy these things, like I said, in huge packs. So effectively, each guitar I would end up having maybe 20, 25 bucks into. That was it. Nothing more. And this one is one of those ones. I had maybe 25 bucks in it. I took it, and the parts are all parts that I've had here left over from when I used to run a guitar shop. I've got thousands of parts still. So I just took parts that I had laying around and used those to replace all the stuff that had been stripped off this guitar. I'm going to give you a look at that sustain block that I'm talking about. It's the light's not the greatest. I probably should have used a better light to give you an idea, but you can see the top of it mounted just behind the piezo discs. When I zoom in with the camera here, that's the top right there. That thing is about 4 inches thick. Maybe it's only 3/8 of an inch wide or so, but it really does put out some serious sustain. Sounds excellent. And I like that because I play acoustic guitar, and having sustain is a big deal to me. The more, the better for me. I like to do a lot of finger picking stuff, and I like the way that sustain allows everything to kind of blend together. Got dual piazzos in this, and I also have the humbucker. On top of that, I have the electronic piece in the side, which is set up for another input. Now that, if you saw the photos that went by there, I had a undersaddle piazzo set up to go in there, but I changed my mind because I really just don't like the way they sound. So what I decided to do instead is put a microphone to actually mic the body, and that's on order. And once it's here, it just plugs into the side of the electronic piece, and that's it. But all of those are controlled by the volume knobs on the front. There's 4 volume knobs. Each one controls like one humbucker, one piazzo, so I can blend them all together. And then the one chrome knob sitting back from the 4 is a master tone. I can put the tone back into it in any configuration that I want. Works out pretty well that way. Yeah, this is me telling you again about how I used to pick them up and what I actually had in them at the end. And I wouldn't buy these just Ovations. I bought Fenders, Gibsons, Ovations. I think quite a few people in my family have benefited with Fenders and Gibsons and Ovations that I have managed to pick up fairly cheaply and rebuild fairly cheaply. And so they have better than average guitars to play, I guess. I'm a very musical family. Everybody likes to play. I did this guitar because I want to use it for me. It's not one that's for sale. This is a little music I'm putting behind a song I wrote called Don't Ask Me Why. It comes out of A minor. Got no newspapers to read, got no cigarettes to smoke, got no TV to see, and I am flat broke. Got no woman to love me as she put me out of my home. I got no life to lead, and I am all alone. Got no job that I can go to, ain't no money in my pocket, got no guitar to play, I had to take it out and hock it, got no sunshine in my sky, don't give a damn if I die, don't ask me why. A minor, kicks to the F. And it climbs to C, to G, D minor, A minor, C, G, D minor. And on that one, it ends in the D minor, slides up the neck. No alcohol in this motel, ain't no air conditioning in my window. What day it is I can't tell, and I am sinking low. What the hell is in my head about to drive me insane? Seems like a book I read, but I can't recall the name. Yeah, I got no job that I can go to, ain't no money in my pocket, got no guitar to play, had to take it out and hock it, got no sunshine in my sky, don't give a damn if I die, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Got the door open for the heat. No shoes on my feet. Don't ask me why. Something like that. That's pretty rough, but that's about the idea. I made the finish by scuffing down the old surface, which took a couple of hours to do, but just got the old surface down, and then I hand rubbed lacquer coats of red stain into it, and then I blew just black primer around the outside of it and scuffed that down. But the top on this Ovation was so, I don't know what, uninspiring, I guess. There really just wasn't much of a grain at all. So what I did was I took a block with ridges in it, and I just sanded across the top with the ridges, knowing that that was creating low spots in the top all across the guitar. So I did it in a straight line. The bridge wasn't on it at the time. And I did it in a straight line, and then I resprayed the whole top with black. So I've got black primer, lacquer based, over the top of red lacquer that was rubbed in, 3 coats. And then I just waited about 24 hours, and then I started with 220 to take it down to where I could just start to see the red. And I switched to 300, then 400, then 600, and then a scuff pad, 1200 grit scuff pad for the very end. On top of that, I sprayed 3 coats of crystal clear, which is a flat clear. And that allowed me to end up with the finish that you see, where it looks like there's a wild, heavy wood grain underneath, but there's actually nothing there. But it looks nice. It's appealing to me. I like the way it came out. You can pick up guitar parts pretty cheap. I'm not giving a plug here, but you can go to Reverb, or you can go to eBay. Guitar Fetish is another great site. You can buy parts, bodies, necks, whatever you need, fairly cheap. And you can put these together and make your own creations. The next one I have that I'm going to be working on is an electric strap body. That's I had the strap body, and then I had a neck that's a 25.5, and the strap body was set up for 25.5, but it was set up for a 22 fret 25.5, and it's laid out for a 24 fret because it's got a Floyd Rose on it. So I had a 22 neck, and I ended up making it into a 24. And I did that by gluing an insert to take care of that little extra bit into the front of the neck pocket. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the neck and the body together as one piece, glue it up with epoxy, and then carve the body and the neck all into one, make it a one-piece thing. That's my next project. I'll probably start that next week. So thanks for stopping by. I hope that I inspired you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.